Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. So, dear viewers, yesterday was the day that RAILA Odinga released his endgame in what it terms as giving the people a direction on what they need to do to tackle what this Kenya Kwanza regime has forced on people, and that is the finance bill. So yesterday, RAILA Odinga unleashed a wrath over civil disobedience measures that should see the government bend down a bit on the finance bill. And one of the main idea behind it was to deny William Ruto the taxes that he's projecting. So there is a tweet and there's a video about Osoro. And this video about Osoro was shot at KISII Stadium when there was I think there was an event there, a team between Shaban FC and another team, where Osoro had gone there to be as one of the spectators, just like when you see Gore, you normally see RAILA Odinga attend. So Osoro had gone there in his capacity as a majority whip and also an MP. So there's something that Osoro faced in that during his tour of that stadium. But before we get there, I would like to share with you a tweet from RAILA Odinga that is in line with what Osoro faced, because Osoro was heckled and he had to be escorted by police from that stadium. So before we get there, please let's go through this tweet. Tuliwaambia punda amechoka, hawakutusikiza, wamezidi kuwekelea mzigo punda mgongoni. Sasa wakati umefika punda sasa awapige mateke. Ruto haelewi, lakini tutamuonyesha, tutamfunza, tuanze kazi. I think there's a time there when he had gone for the burial of Dedan Kimathi's wife, and that's when he told William Ruto right on his face that punda amechoka, and people supported that narrative. I think I remember seeing people cheering on RAILA Odinga when he said those words. So let me take you directly to this video that was so disturbing, but I just want to share with you. Just take a moment and watch this video. Yes, I can see. I mean, the words cannot be pronounced. I can't pronounce the words that the spectators were shouting there. But the indication there is that Osoro, who is William Ruto's right-hand man, was being escorted by police. You can see the protection that Osoro was given. He was being escorted out of the stadium because the people didn't want him there. And that is enough indication that all is not going to be well for this regime. And I talked about this. There's a time I did an analysis on when I said Osoro is one of those political immature politicians who don't understand where Kenya ilitoka and where Kenya is heading. They just talk. So this is what Osoro had to meet. And going forward, the politics of KISII for Osoro and William Ruto is not going to be easy. That is the sad reality. And that is just Osoro, one of those people who other people are projected to be the possible governor in future. But that is what Osoro faced. So we are likely to see some of these things in the places like Mount Kenya. In Mount Kenya, we are going to see a similar occurrence because yesterday, the Mount Kenya leaders vowed that they will lead maandamano of the Mount Kenya. Maina Njenga said that he will be at the forefront of that rebellion. So I think this narrative that Punda amechoka, the message should reach William Ruto as it is. That was enough indication that all is not going to be well. Osoro is William Ruto's right-hand man. In KISII is the point man. So that message will be delivered to William Ruto. But the bill has already been signed into law. I don't know whether the constitution allows William Ruto to take it back to parliament for further deliberation. If it does, okay. If it doesn't, so too bad for us. But I think it does. But going forward, again, the civil unrest, the civil disobedience that we follow with Raila Odinga's pronouncement yesterday will make this government suffer. I remember the concept of providing discount to customers as a way of trying to deny this regime the unfair taxes that are being channeled on us on the matters of on fuel. Because the mere fact is that if you increase the tax on fuel, then you're literally increasing the prices of everything, because petrol is used in literally everything, in the production of everything. So when you increase the price of fuel or price of petrol, transport increases. If transport increases, the commodities that are being delivered at the maybe markets will be high. The prices will be high because the price of petrol has increased. I also saw a tax on miraa. It was introduced. This is not going to be easy for miraa consumers, especially the people in Meru. There was a circular that miraa tax be introduced, and this is not going to be easy. I'm sharing a certain article on that. Just check this article from the government about an introduction of miraa tax. And honestly, this is not going to sit well with the people in Meru. The people in Meru are the biggest producers of miraa and the biggest consumers of miraa, but miraa is being exported to other countries. So the fact that this taxation of miraa is being increased or introduced only means that it's not going to be easy for the hustlers who produce miraa. The hustlers who produce miraa will have to pay tax. If they can pay tax, that means they'll be paying tax. They'll be paying heavily on the transportation because the fuel tax has been increased. Then they will have to sell this item at a very high price, meaning the final consumers will not be able to afford this miraa. And should that happen, because the reality here, ladies and gentlemen, is that now people are planning on what to reduce expenditure on. So if miraa is not that important, someone will reduce expenditure on miraa. If you be spending, let's say, 1,000 per week, you might be forced to spend 200 per week because it is not a necessity to you. The most important thing are the basic needs. So those are the things that most Kenyans will focus. Most Kenyans will not focus on alcohol, and the women will not focus on weave because taxation has been introduced. So it will be upon someone to make a decision on what to spend on. Because if your expenditure in a month is 10,000, you will want to spend 10,000 regardless. So that means you'll cut down on expenditure of other commodities. So that realization that some things will have to be itabidi watu waache are the reasons why Osoro had to be heckled and chased from that KISII stadium. So that is a show of might that the people in KISII have spoken, and that will follow suit in all the parliamentarians who voted in favor of this bill. They will face a similar wrath. So dear ladies and gentlemen, kindly tell us below the comment section what you think about this event that happened in the KISII stadium. Do you think that's a very good sign for the Kenya Kwanza people? Definitely it is not. So kindly tell us below the comment section, and I promise to respond to them each and every comment. So until you catch up again in our next analysis, please stay safe and stay blessed.